Hi friends, I'm Scott Giles, minister and hypnotist, and welcome to Power Talk, my video blog where I cover topics that interest me, focusing on how you can use the power of your mind to take control of your life. If you want to know more about my professional work or sign up for my free e-newsletter, Power Lines, check out my website, which I'll tag in the description. Well, today I want to talk about something called October theory, which I read about in a couple of online articles. I'm not going to talk about those specific articles as they were both general and short, but the idea of October theory appears to me, so I'm going to take it and run with it. And I realize I'm making this video in November, so you can't start in October if you decide to take my advice, but start when you can. The idea behind October theory is that it's good to do a personal self-assessment at least every year. A lot of people do this sort of thing around New Year's, the classic New Year's resolutions. But that's not the best time. The winter holidays are busy times with activities, family visits, general end of calendar year business issues, and so on. The press of all of these concerns means that it's probably not the best time to do serious self-reflection, because serious self-reflection takes time. Therefore, taking the months between October and the end of December to reset your goals seems like a better plan to me. Now, I've kept a journal since I was 15 years old. I've used any number of journal-keeping systems, from Tristan Rayner's New Diary, the Cobb Time Power System, the intensive journal process of Ira Progoff, and so on. I currently use the bullet journal system of Ryder Carroll and like it a lot. But over the years, I've evolved an annual self-assessment ritual that I do in my journal, and I've realized that I actually do start it every October. So this might be something you would consider too. It does give you a sense of control over one's life. So let me explain my process in the hope it might inspire you to do something similar. Well, I open a new section of my journal so I have plenty of room to do some serious writing. I then ask myself 8 questions. First, what happened in the closing year? Well, this gives me a place to summarize the big events and meaningful moments of the year coming to an end. Relationships, professional work, educational or spiritual insights, family news, and so on. I create this by going through my journal pages, so I really end up with a concise summary of the year, which can be helpful when looking back over time. Second, I ask myself, what did I accomplish? Well, this one is pretty easy, as it's usually objective stuff. Goals achieved, classes taken or taught, awards received, and so on. Third, I ask myself, what did I learn? Hopefully, I did learn something in the closing year. It may be a matter of learning from mistakes or just acquiring some new interest or area of study. And I find it's especially helpful to recount any insights or discoveries that actually surprised me. Fourth, and this one is important, I ask, what do I want to leave in the closing year? Now, these may be things that are simply done and over. I tried some experiments in my practice. They're done now. I made some mistakes that I learned from. and I don't want to focus on them anymore. I wanted to see a musical, I saw it. As I open the door to the new things in the coming year, what do I want to leave behind? It's especially important about things that you're not happy with, because you don't want to ruminate and obsess and keep going over them in your mind. They're in the past. You can't change them. Close the door. Leave them in the year coming to an end. Fifth, I ask myself the companion question. What do I want to bring into the opening year? And this is where I set tentative goals and intentions. I write about new things I want to try, behaviors I want to modify, and so on. And I let myself have some fun with this. I'll even put some fanciful stuff in this. Hey, you never know. Maybe I will go mountain climbing. Then 6th, 7th, and 8th, those questions are self-assessments. How did I fare in the closing year, physically, mentally, and spiritually? I find answering those questions creates perspective. They help me realize if I've lost balance somewhere. Have I let my intellectual learnings go to seed? Am I taking good care of my body? Am I staying spiritually disciplined, or have I allowed laziness to creep in? With these 8 questions answered, I'm in shape to face the new year. To do a good job of answering them, I find requires some time of reflection, and I always benefit from putting in the time, and you might too. Thank you for your time and attention today. I'll be back next week with another talk on a different subject. I'd like to invite you to join me. It helps me a lot if you tell others about my videos, so please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. If you're wondering if I can be of help to you, feel free to reach out through my website for a free, no obligation screening call, and we'll talk about it. Have a great week.